Hello, dear students. We have already studied about the problem solving, and today we are going to study about the strategies of problem solving. What are the strategies or what are the methods we are generally using in a problem solving situation or to effective problem solving? Okay, so we can go to the topic, straight into the topic. The first one is trial and error method. We may familiar with this topic, the trial and error method. It is the simplest method of the problem solving because this is very simple that you have to try whether it is success or fail, no matter, try again, fail again, try again, fail again. So simple logic is try again and fail again. So this is the simplest method, and we tried until a successful solution got. The possible solution will tried until one succeed. We may tried multiple solutions, and we may use different solutions for a single situation. There is a problem in this method that there is a less probability of best outcome. We can't guarantee that this would be the best outcome for this problem. We choose a problem that we found this is a good solution for this kind of problem, or this may work in this situation. Only like that we may not get the best outcome. So this is the trial and error method. And next we have the algorithm. The algorithm is the simply the rule following, and here we have the guaranteed result. In mathematics, we may see that algorithm, and you may familiar with the term algorithm. That when you are trying to make some videos in the YouTube, and you would like to post something in the Instagram, you may familiar with the term algorithm. There is an algorithm for YouTube. There is an algorithm for Instagram, and such things. So, the algorithm means we are following some certain kinds of rules, and when we follow that rules, we will get the guaranteed result. A typical max problem is an example for algorithm. Kind of in the max problem, we may using some formulas to get the percentage, to get the BMI. We are using the formulas like that. This is the algorithm method, and the problem is that it can be used in some specific kind of problems only. We can't generalize that method, or we can't abstractly use this method to all kind of problems. Only specific kind of problems we can try the algorithm method. And third we have the heuristic method. In simple terms, we can say heuristic is the shortcut method. Here we are taking less risk, or we may have less work, that we are just going with a shortcut method. We are using intuitions and speculations to find out a solution. Sometimes we got a intuition about a solution, or for some kind of problems we find it may work. In the sudden moment we feel that it may work. At that time we are going with that problem. This kind of method is the heuristic method, and in the heuristic method we may lack with the information. We have only limited number of information we have, or the small number of information we will remain. This is the problem of heuristic method, but it is a common method used in the problem solving. And next is analogy. Analogy is learning from experience. We can simply say that we learn from our previous experience. Suppose we have a problem in the previous times, and we find a solution, and we are trying the same solution for the same kind of problem. It's not the different kind of problems, and it's not a different perspectives. It's the same perspective, same kind of problem, same issues addressed. In that time we are using the previous method for solving the problem. This is one of the common and very familiar method of problem solving, and we can say more difficulties for this method. as we are already aware about what we want to do in this situation and what's the best outcome, what will be the outcome, and what are the cause and effect of the problem, and like that. So this is one of the best uh, method among the problem solving strategies, but still it is only applicable for the same kind of problem that we have previously experienced. For a novel situation, we can't use the unlocking method. And next one is the forming the sub goals. It is not very common, but still there is some researchers using this kind of problem solving method. In this method, we just divide the problem into some small subunits. We are dividing or splitting the problems in different kind of problems. We have a large or huge problem, and we are splitting it into the separate parts or separate problems, and we are solving one by one. We have to solve one issue first, and then we go for the next issue, and again we go for the next, and finally we have a solution for all the issues, and for that big problem we have the solution. This is a step by step procedure, and also it is time taken. We have to split each and every problems, and we have to find out separate solutions for each and every problem, and so obviously it will take some times. And finally we have the representation of problem. The representation of problem means sometimes the problem may present in only one way. In generally, we have many problems, but all the problem represent in certain ways only. But we may not familiar with presenting the problem in different ways. That means presenting or representing the problem, same problem in different ways. Uh, Suppose we have a problem, and we are looking to the problem from a third person's perspective, or a person who's direct affected with problem. In that perspective we have looking, and we are changing the representation of the problem, and we will find out a single way to find out. And this is one of the uncommon method, but still there's a huge number of researchers trying the representation of the problem method for the problem solving strategies. And the great advantage of this problem the great advantage of this problem solving method is that we have a various aspect about the problem. We may aware about the various aspect, and we have a lot of information about the problem. And the limitation is that no one ideal way to represent a problem. There is no single way or no ideal way to represent any problems. Each and every problem differ in their manner, and we have to find out new methods or new representations for each and every problem. And also representing a problem is difficult, and representing in another way is also difficult. That's why this is a little bit difficult, but even though this got some positive result from the researcher side. And this is all for the presentation, and we will discuss more about the problem solving strategies in the coming class. Thank you so much.